4, 3.
We'll do it live!
Now we're live! Erin Kennedy. The general craziness of it, the impact on your life.
We have gone through so many stories and we said, you know what? This should not be kept to the two of us. Hi, Megan.
Megan today.
Yay!
Nobody can tell me not to. Just kidding.
Another band outfit, no denim.
Oh, no denim. No, I'm good. I think I'm in code.
I think you're good.
Well, and that's a problem I have too, by the way, because we're going to talk about the impacts when you're done with TV and you like try to then reacclimate to the real world. I still am like, oh, Erin and I are doing a taping. Like, what falls in the guide? I don't have guidelines. I need to wear like a t-shirt or like a.
That being said, we've called each other many times because we don't know how to dress for a normal job because literally my entire closet theme is slutty wedding guest.
That was the TV look, slutty wedding guest for the last probably 10 years. Prior to that, we like had to have suits for a while. And then it turned slutty wedding guest. And that was just what it's been for the rest of our,
Right. So we don't know how to dress for real jobs. We also don't know how to make your hair look good from the back because as long as it looks good from the front.
Oh my God. Will you please turn around right now? Turn.
Yeah.
How am I? It's a hole in the back, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, right? We do the same thing.
Gone like this.
Love.
I didn't know how to do real makeup, like real people makeup. I was like, it's literally all or nothing. I didn't have real people makeup. Like I had to go buy makeup that didn't look like it was like this thick.
Yeah.
I didn't have real clothes. I had the crappy stuff I wore into the station or like just hanging around trying to survive the rest of my day.
Which was a Kelly Kapowski t-shirt and sweats.
Did I wear that one? I'm going to wear that one day. Oh my God. When we have Marissa on, I'm wearing it.
That's a good idea. We could just do what we came into the studio looking as too. We should do no makeup.
Did also because we are on like camera and live. I was going like this and I was like, crap, I'm going to hit my mic. I don't have a mic on, but this is the kind of thing that happens.
Right?
Where's my IFP? Like,
so we are titling this one, When TV is Over, ...
The ... is a heck of a trip.
It is a tough transition, not only for like the appearance things, Megan, like we're talking about with clothing and makeup, but also interactions. Have you found that this was difficult for me? I would send an email to my current coworkers and they wouldn't get back to me for like a day. And first of all, I was sweating because I was like, am I getting fired? Why are they not talking to me? What did I do wrong?
Everything. Yep.
Yes.
100%.
But come to find out that's normal. Yeah. No, but it wasn't even patience. It was because we were always, or at least, expected to respond like, I sent you an email 5 minutes ago. Why haven't I heard from you? Or I sent you a text. I sent you an email and a text.
If you, in the TV world, if you're out on location somewhere, they're going to email you or text you. That's the only way they have to get a hold of you. And that may make or break the whole show. So if you're not like this, checking it every 2 seconds, like when I was out live, literally had my phone in my hand, like, and I would go, just double check right before you go on because they could email you 1 minute before air. And so, yes, if I write an email, I literally expect a response within 5 minutes. And if it doesn't happen, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with them?
Right. So that was a definite weird transition. Also, it wasn't just being married to your phone when you were, during your shift. It was also outside your shift, which I think people would expect, right? If there's huge breaking news, then they have to be able to call you to come in. And you want to be called to come in because that's what we do in TV news, right? If it's big news, you want to be there. That's what we live for.
Also, let's not pretend like that's all it is. If you are in TV news and you miss going in to cover a big story and someone else comes in and does a better job, guess who might move into your spot? So there's a little bit of that always in there too, in the back of your mind, even if it's not going to happen.
It's called fear.
Dead fear. Yes.
Right.
And for so long, I feel like I don't know. I'm much kinder to myself now than I was when I was on TV and than I was when I got off, probably for that first year. I'm looking at myself from a different lens. Like if I went out before to the grocery store or something and I didn't like, when I ran into somebody, it's like, oh God, I didn't look good. I didn't, yeah, because I felt like it was all about how I look. And I realized it's not, but that felt like such a huge part of our life for so long. That was an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know,
I was, if I put my hair up and didn't wear makeup, I was very rarely recognized out.
yeah. I mean, if I have my Kelly Kapowski t-shirt on and a hair in my wad that I wear,
Right.
you're right.
Yeah.
Worst thing though was when people did recognize you and you know you look like the backside of a dog's butt and you're like, hi. And
Thanks
then
for
you know they're
watching.
going home like, I saw that Megan Glaros at the grocery store. She's so gross.
No, but they were probably like, she's real, man. She's real. I thought she
Maybe
was
me.
perfect. She is not.
Oh, or how many times did you get, oh, you're actually a lot smaller in person. And then you're like,
Yes.
did I look big on TV?
my
Do you mean
my retort was
tall?
always, I would say, you must have a very big TV.
But I mean, that's the kind of stuff you get. And like, so it kind of is a mind F a little bit to a certain degree because you start to look at yourself through the guise of what you look like on the air or what you think other people are thinking about you instead of what you think about yourself because you almost have to because you're getting emails all the time, you're getting emails from the news director, the whatever. But it's more than just answering emails and like how you look. It's stuff that was in those rules, like about our wardrobe rules. Like if I wear, still to this day, if I wear like a tank top, I'm like, does my arm look bad or something? Like in the back of my mind, because we never really were told why we couldn't. I mean, we knew, we'll talk about that another day, but why we couldn't wear sleeveless. I miss some of the best years of my arms.
I know.
I mean,
It's true though. Yeah. We
know?
probably have never looked better, right? When we were told to cover up.
Guaranteed. And that when I was crying on my bed surrounded by my dresses, I think I said that to Lance. This is like the best I'm ever going to look. And now they want me to dress like a librarian. Like I was so upset. I was like, it looked great. And I can't. I was like so stupid. But to this day though, like if I put on a tank top, I'm like, does this look good? And it stems back to those rules and regulations. But also, I think there's a big chunk of it. For me, especially, you got to sit behind the desk. So, you saw you from like here up, right? Or something like that. I was on that wall. So, like, if I didn't like an outfit and I was stuck in that thing all day, I was staring at myself, not liking an outfit for a whole day. And I used to hate that. Like, you think it looks good, and then you get on the air and you're like, crap.
or maybe you still think you look good, but some viewers will tell you that you don't.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. I had a news director. It was hysterical. He was very into the clothes, very, very, very into the clothes. And he would call me in and be like, Megan. And no.
And that was really helpful feedback, wasn't it?
That was actual feedback. Right. So I knew, okay,
Right.
Don't wear this. And he doesn't like it. But
you don't know what.
Like, yeah, it doesn't matter why. You're just stuck with whatever the answer is. But I don't know what, I mean, okay, so what else? When you stopped and you quit and the first Sunday you had where you didn't have to wake up on Monday morning at 2 a.m. was like, I don't have to be like really freaked out right now. I don't have to be like upset at my family the whole back half of Sunday because I really should be asleep, but I want to be with them, but I'm with them, but I'm going to blame them because I'm here, but I really want to be asleep. Like that weird thing,
well, I mean, I can't really say the first Sunday because I was freaked out. I was like, what am I going to do now? And that was when I was, taking phone calls for jobs in other states. And so, I mean, it took me a long time to calm down, to move to Minnesota, where we have family and help with our 3 kids. But now, yes, my daughter had a dance recital on Sunday night at 6:30. And I was like, I'm here. I am physically and mentally present for this. I'm not worried about getting to bed and washing my face and doing this and getting up and probably only getting 4 hours of sleep. So yes, I mean, but it took me a long time to get there until I was able to like fully
I think
extricate.
I think I was more ready to be done probably than you were. I think.
Well, to be honest, Megan, I got to say, this was cold comfort. I got the phone call that I was,
Mm.
and it was incredibly traumatic, it's devastating. And I was sitting on the bed with my husband and crying, and you texted me, and I think was it Me Too or something? I can't even remember what it was, or just me.
I
And
was
I
like, holy
looked at
crap.
Matt and I go, Megan too? Or I don't think I'd even told you yet, but that was Megan. That was the moment where I said, oh, if they're, I am in good freaking company.
I
This is
felt the
not
same
a
way.
comment on my ability.
It was like this is a weird thing about me that that other people may not know, but like my pain reaction, my upset reaction, my pissed off reaction, my everything reaction is this.
It's true.
You know what I
Anger
mean?
too. Yeah.
Anger, everything. You're going to get this. So that's what I did. I made that phone call. I was like, okay. They like, do you have any other questions? I was like, nope, I'm good. Thanks. Bye. Like in hindsight, I should have been like, actually, no, that was fine. I whatever your reaction is in that moment is what your reaction should be. Just in hindsight, I was like, okay, yep, no, all good. Bye. Oh God, that was funny, but not.
It wasn't funny. It was terrible. It was terrible.
That was my
I
first
just, that was your
and
first
last.
time?
My never.
So, I was not renewed. So that is different from being fired.
Yep.
But I want to make that a separate episode. But I told you, like when I was pregnant, so that was one of them. But another one, this was in Rhode Island, when they found out that I was interviewing at other stations, they were very upset and posted. They said, we're not going to renew you. And then they posted my job in the break room of the station. So people were coming up to me. They're going, oh, congrats, Erin. Saw that your job's posted. Where are you going? I was like, I don't know.
Did you even know? Did they tell you they were going to post it? Or did you find out that they had posted it when somebody said congratulations to you?
No. I knew they were going to, because they said, we're not going to renew you. And I was so mad, Megan. I said, fine, post the job then.
Yeah, whatever. Bye.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, now I realize what it feels like to be really appreciated. And quite honestly, I thought I was appreciated. I felt like they needed me and wanted me there up until the last probably year and a half. And I started to have these feelings of like, I don't think they love me as much as, as I think they should. Like that kind of thing.
I don't know that that's true though, Megan.
I don't know. I felt it. But either way, my point in all this is to be appreciated for not just how you look and the fact that you can fill a position that they want, but to be appreciated for what you're capable of. Mm-hmm. And to be allowed to do all the things that you're capable of is pretty cool.
Right.
And I always felt like we were kind of like, you had to fit in the box that they wanted you in.
Right. But I just want to say this. Nobody ever doubted though your talents. So even the muckety mucks. So it's not it's such a weird thing, isn't it? It's hard to put words there.
It's totally weird.
It's good that's not my job anymore, because I would be doing a terrible job. But it's like everybody recognizes you're a huge talent, Megan, but you might not be right now folksy enough, or you might not want the shift that they want you on.
Oh, yeah, I may be familiar with that.
Yeah, we may do another episode on that.
So
if you just kindly decline to upend your life for them, it might not, go down well.
May not go down well. Right. Yes.
And so you may be not renewed or fired or laid off, and it has nothing to do with your talents. Yeah.
How many times did you wake up at like 2:00 in the morning because you couldn't sleep like a normal person for a really long time?
Oh, I don't even want to get into it. My insomnia was bananas.
Yeah. It's like you don't know how to sleep like a normal human being. I was so used to taking naps because it's the only way I could add up enough sleep. One of these days I'll talk about I have one of these Whoop things now. It's like a fitness tracker deal, but it does your sleep. I didn't get it till after I was done with TV. I
'Cause you
did
wouldn't wanna
1
know.
week back on TV
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God."
Right.
I did that for
Right.
15 years. And every time, because I know we both said this, every time anybody would say, "When do you sleep?" I would say, "I don't. I'll sleep when I'm dead." That was my answer every time. And then I realized, like, oh Lord, dear Lord, we could have been
And then you
speeding
realize
that
you
up.
were pushing yourself into the grave.
Didn't realize it. I mean, I probably did realize it, but you just
We would
don't.
laugh though. We would say, "Oh, look, lack of sleep causes dementia today. Oh, look, it's heart disease now. Oh,
Answer.
look."
Oh, your brain's not getting a chance to clean itself and revive. Nah, I'll do it later. I don't need
So
that.
true.
I'm extra clean in my brain. Like, it's so crazy. Like looking back on it, and it's just so funny when I think about before and I look back at myself. I'm like, my God, I was like kind of a prisoner. You were a prisoner of our own success and our own talent in doing what we were good at doing. However, it also sets you up to feel like really stuck, sort of.
Oh, there's a huge part of ego that goes with it. And
Yeah.
that was really hard to unravel
When you are
leaving
no
TV.
longer Erin Kennedy, the news anchor, or Megan Glaros, the meteorologist on blah, blah,
Right.
blah. Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, shoot, I'm just Megan now. Or like, I never really feel like I ever got that much like table reservations or anything. I never played that game.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
want
No.
to. But my kids a couple times were like, "Ugh, like you're not on, we can't tell everyone you're on TV anymore." And I was like, right. And that's
Yeah.
okay. You know what I mean? But like they got a little bit of something out of it too. Like just even like
Right.
with their teachers, like, oh, her mom's on TV. And I would feel guilty about that for a hot second. Then I was like, hey, now you have a mom that's like 50 times more present and
there.
not a
Right.
walking zombie. So you're welcome.
Right. Right. So now our goal is just to be YouTube stars.
I mean, we're on our way.
We're on a roll. This is when we should kindly remind everybody to please like and subscribe and tell your friends so we can keep doing it.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something else I think that's important that we should mention is that we have had like wonderful, beautiful reactions from so many people, friends, family, people we don't know on social media. But almost more importantly, there is a little club, which nobody talks about. It's like Fight Club, but different, of all the people who got fired. But
It's not a
who
little
you,
club.
it's a
a big
very
club.
big club and who
Yeah.
didn't go back into the business. So I am like getting people coming out of the woodwork who are like,
Right. Right.
we want to come on because of all the weird contract stuff and the sort of like semi-abusive work relationship situation and all of that stuff.
Right.
You just don't really talk about it. It's like, oh, just bury it down.
Again, it's the contracts. Yeah. You're not supposed to.
Because for a very long time when you're done, you don't feel like you own yourself.
Right.
Then you realize, oh I really do. And then us talking about it is cathartic. And I think other people want to talk about it too. And I'm guaranteeing the stories they have are nuts.
Right. Yes. No, we will. I'm looking forward to that. So we will get into it.
People reach out to me from Canada. I want to know what Canadian TV world is like. Is it
I hope
friendlier?
it's nicer. Don't you hope it's nicer?
I want to hope there's like flannel involved and stuff and like.
And no contracts. And you just get to stay there for as long as you want.
But you know that's not the case.
It's not true. We'll have your Canadian friend on. All right. We are A/B testing because you are a business nerd now and not a TV person anymore. So
I mean, I still do a little bit of content, Erin.
You do. You fancy. You fancy.
I occasionally put lashes on, maybe like.
You're too pretty to not be doing content, Megan.
Erin, same girl. We'd be wasting ourselves.
It's true, right?
Just kidding. But when you're good at something, dang it, you know it. And for all the women out there who are like, it's better just to stay understated. No, if you're good at something, just own it. But also don't put up with crap.
So when we talk about what we learned in TV that stays with us, if you don't ask, you're never going to get it. I think being TV person, shameless asking. If you have to go and knock on somebody's door to talk about, their child who just died, then you can handle anything. So I think that as women, being comfortable, being uncomfortable, huge. So yes, my challenge to everybody, get uncomfortable. Advocate for yourself.
You can do it because that was not in my DNA. That was not in my personality. That part to stick up for myself and stand up for myself took me a super duper duper long time. Because I'm like very, it's okay. I hate confrontation. I still don't like it, but I'm willing to do it if I need to.
I think that'll be another episode, right?
You're so much better at it than I am, though.
That's because I use it as anger.
What do you mean?
Like, I deserve this. So that motivates me.
In my mind, I go, I deserve this. Then I go, but what if they don't think I do and they're going to laugh at me? You know what I mean? Like, that's what goes through my head. It's so funny because I feel like I have like a lot of innate confidence, but within confrontation, it goes away for me. It's like,
we'll need to do that as a therapy session. We got to go, Megan. I need to hard wrap you.
Oh my God. Still? I know. I thought, okay.
Hard wrap, Megan Glaros.
So how many times have I seen that? Please.
Many.
I should go over just for old time's sake.
Wrap.
Bye.
Bye.